Hey YouTube, welcome to a Street Fighter 6 trailer analysis. I have actually brought a guest with me this time, since last time in my Kirby trailer I didn't have a guest, it was just me, because I'm like a big Kirby nerd. But I brought the biggest Street Fighter nerd and practically my mentor through Street Fighter 5 and anything Street Fighter. Please introduce yourself.
You said it wrong. It's not Street Fighter 6, it's Street Fighter 6! That's how they say it in the trailer. It has to be said that way. Also, hi, I'm Sub-07.
Yep. It is totally pronounced like that. Wow, they put emphasis on the 6.
Yes, and I have many things to show you once this trailer is done, but we are going to get there when we get there.
I think it's time to play this trailer.
Wonderful.
We've been waiting for a little bit too long. Ready for this?
Yep, let's begin.
Go. A lot of already great references just in this one shot.
Yep, we see fucking B-Boy Ryu in there too.
Hakan?
You see Hakan? Yeah, Hakan Oil.
I love this graffiti art that we're
The
going
graffiti,
for.
like, flair for the Capcom logo is just aces.
It's not like a game.
And here we see Dickhead Luke.
He looks a lot better in this one.
He does! But he better not be top tier, because God, people hate Luke right now.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Street Fighter 5, this guy is dominating the meta.
Like, they tried to rein him in with some slight nerfs. Emphasis on tried.
Oh, Abigail. We saw, like,
yeah, Abigail's scrapyard.
Yeah. Very mysterious character.
So this part we weren't really sure about too much at first, but this seems to be just an open world specifically for the first single-player story mode.
So I guess you're, like, just playing, like, a create a character or something.
Either that, or you're playing as Luke with his hood over his head. Also,
that's true.
Chun looking older.
Chun-Li looks much, much older now.
And Ryu really hasn't changed that much, but he has the beards, that's all that matters.
The beard's gotten fluffier, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that, like, this paint aesthetic. Oh, that he's so cool.
Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
Jamie.
Yeah, this is our one newcomer that we have not seen before, who's kind of looking like a mixture of, like, Kung Fu and Capoeira.
Definitely Kung Fu for sure.
A lot of spin kicks.
Very much love that. This paint aesthetic with every impact
Yeah.
is so wonderful.
This graffiti stuff on the EX and the new systems looks great.
This is so creative. It is so creative.
Oh, look at that parry. Also, yes, parries are back.
I'm excited for that because I think a lot of this is referencing like older concepts from Third Strike and then bringing them back for 6.
And it looks like it's also drawing from 4 because one of those mechanics looks like a focus attack as well.
Yeah.
And there is online play, because of course there is, that's required, but we don't know if it's rollback just yet.
I'm a little nervous that they don't do rollback, but I feel like every other fighting game I know is doing rollback now. Like, for God's sake, Multiverses of all games.
Yeah. Strive's done it, KOF 15 did it. We know that they can do it, it's a matter of if they want to, which they should.
I mean, if they somehow, like, make, if they somehow, I don't know, just get the internet, like, code that they were using from Monster Hunter Rise and just slap it into, like, just slap that sort of quality into Street Fighter 6, I'd be like, damn, this is it.
Yep.
That's like god tier internet, but I'm not sure.
Alright, but yeah, that was the normal trailer, and honestly, aside from a couple weird bits, mainly the fact that we're looking at way more realistic character models, so things are gonna look off for a while. Everyone looks great. Visual effects are crazy and look so much more distinctively this game that you can't really mistake it for 5 or 4, which 5 kind of had issues of living in 4's shadow.
I feel like the sad part about 5 is that 5 was really trying to push like this cartoony, realistic style, but still want to... But it didn't really do it very well. And it just makes like characters look like kind of like smushed up Play-Doh at times. And I feel really bad because like I felt like there was a lot of potential in Street Fighter V's like art style in general. Like there are some really nice details, like some of the particle effects that work in it. I really love a lot of the newer characters' faces in further seasons of the DLC than others. Yep. Most notably, I mean, like look at Ken versus look at like Menot. Look at characters like people from season 1 versus people like now in the newest season. Like it's
like
almost
Akira,
night
like
and day.
Dan, it's night and day. But it is worth noting as well, 5 was originally going to have a more realistic style, but they kind of backed off on it. They got cold feet.
I feel like they tried to go for that realistic style, but then they just didn't commit. But then the cartoony style of 4 doesn't fit. Like,
they tried to combine it together, and I think it doesn't help they were probably rushed at this point, so they tried to settle for an oil painting theme, which doesn't look distinct enough to be 100%. This is 5. There's nothing to do with 4. This is 5.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the biggest improvement in the art style of 6, it's gotta be like this. It's almost like punk, grunge, kind of like this pop aesthetic that we're finally getting. Like the colors matter, and the colors of the characters really pop, but not to the point that it's disjointed. Does that make sense? It really still blends.
It's very much a hip-hop, like, graffiti aesthetic where the colors burst in a visual fidelity, but it's organized in how chaotic it is, so it still flows right.
Yeah, and then on the other side of the spectrum, you have kind of like a lot of the characters look much lighter because we had 4 and 5, and they look the games themselves, they look like kind of darker. Like they're filtered a little bit darker, but in this game they look a little bit lighter, and I find that so nice, and it contributes to here's these painted aesthetics. Boom. Like it starts to have like all these paints just splatter, and you see it and you're like, wow, this is amazing. Like you see that. It's just so good. I love what they do with the art style in this one. Now they're trying to go for they're trying to go more into that realistic style while still keeping those very particular shadows and shapes of the characters, and it somehow works. Like I know that that's Ryu because he's just that large, and he's got like these big features. Like it looks. Yeah. I don't know how they did it and how they improved on that, but damn, it actually looks kind of good.
Also, the new new shawl he's wearing, it kind of looks like Goken.
My God, what if something happened to Goken, didn't he?
Either that or Ryu was really taking up moniker as the new sensei character, essentially.
It's either that or he's basically been passed down this road.
Because we are pretty far into the timeline, because this is definitely taking place after 3, given that the new guy, Jamie, if you look into his backstory, he was inspired by the twin dragons Yun and Yang. He's older than the twins were in Street Fighter 4, and the twins are about the same visually as they were in 3, so this is definitely after 3.
I think it might be easily like... it has to be not directly after 3, but at least it's been like maybe 1 to 2 years, I would have to say. I am pretty happy that Ryu physically, and just like seeing him like from the transition from 5 to now, my God, like I really agree. I think he's finally taking up the mantle to basically be, okay, he's not just the protagonist anymore. Now he's actually teaching and like learning and also teaching other people. It's really nice. He's now become a master. And considering what his story was in the previous game, I think that really sells it for me, that Ryu has really grown a lot. and now he's passing down the mantle while also taking up a mantle. It's very nice.
Very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's single player mode. It's kind of weird seeing possibly Luke just roaming around what is essentially Metro City. You can tell it's Metro City because Hagar, statue, Abigail's garage. It's definitely Metro City. But it also makes you wonder, who else are we going to see here in this game? Are we going to see Cody? Because I feel like we're inclined to see Cody.
We have to see Cody because, come on, like, he too also is,
Reformed
what
or
I
changed.
He's changed a lot, one, and two, he probably was invoking all the change that has been happening in Metro City.
I do wonder if he'll be out of office by the time of 6. That's a good question, because in 5, he becomes mayor of Metro City.
Yeah, because it's possible. I think that's completely possible. It would be great to see him a lot more active in the story too. Now that he is residing over everybody in the city that we're in.
But yeah, going to characters, we've only seen 4, Chun and Ryu, because that's just who they are using as their poster boys for Street Fighter now. They refuse to use Ken for some reason. Luke, of course, and newcomer Jamie. I think all 4 of them look good. It's really weird seeing Chun look like Sifu Chun, but it also is like perfectly fitting for her.
I think that Chun now looks much older, and she doesn't always look this. I'm glad that she's actually really changed. Like, now she has like the white on top and the blue underneath her outfit. Like, that really shows that she is transitioning as well. So I wonder
what... you can tell by looking at her, okay, that's Chun. But then look at her and go, wait, oh, you look different.
Oh, something's happened to you,
Like, you can look at Ryu and Chun and be like, yeah, that's Ryu, that's Chun. They're very different, though. It's like seeing Alpha Chun and being like, yeah, that's Chun. I can believe that's young Chun. I can believe this is older Chun.
Like, even her, like, overall, like, outfit has really changed. Like, just the general shape of her outfit has really changed, too. I really enjoy that. The 2 newcomers... Luke has really improved from his debut to now.
His hair was so bad in 5, but now it looks so much better.
I'm gonna put up on screen right now what 5 looks like. Please look at 5's spaghetti hair. Oh my god! And then look at this one. He legitimately looks like your not just your typical blonde pretty boy Capcom poster boy man.
Yeah. Along with his big burly man arms. Only in the forearm though, not the rest of it. Just the forearm.
I'm serious. He looks a lot better. He looks just complete. Like, he's not
he looks like an asshole, but he looks like he would still be fun to play.
I feel like it too. And now that he has like better proportions and better like looks to him, and his outfit's a lot more a lot more like complete, I'd say.
He seems more like this is what he would just wear on an average day, not a I'm ready for an MMA fight kind of look.
Yeah, considering like what 5 was trying to go for, and now we have this. This is a pretty stark difference. My god, Luke looks so different.
It's a good fit for him.
It seems that he has like a couple scars on his face, so I wonder where that came from. I don't know if that's in the story. I didn't get to play it.
Probably either sparring stuff or military things, because his story, he used to be in the armed forces training under Guile, but he left because he didn't feel like he was getting anything done that way.
Very happy about Luke.
Yep, and Jamie, I don't think... we're going to need more time to really simmer on this guy, but I think the look is fine. The flow of his combat is the most interesting part, because he is a very mobile, very fluid fighter. It almost reminds me of Elena from 3.
Oh, you're right.
Not to the same degree of dance fighting, but he's definitely got a lot of kicks and a lot of movement to him.
I feel like we didn't have enough time, like, seeing every single, like, the full motion of him. But as a design, wow, this is a really fun design. Like, he looks great. I love this. I love, like, how the hair animates, the way that they move. I really like how they... I love the colors that they chose, because you have blue for Luke and then you have yellow for Jamie. Yeah. So nice.
Especially since Luke had a bit of yellow to himself, so maybe Jamie's gonna have a bit of blue. Oh, wait, no, he just had pure yellow in his, like, after effects.
Yeah, in his hair he had yellow. His
Yeah.
shorts, I think, were kind of yellowish.
And
but
the stuff on his gloves are yellow.
Yeah. But now Luke's tertiary color is yellow, where his
Yeah.
main color is blue, and then
Which is more fitting, I think.
very much so.
But yeah, there's actually also something very interesting that I want to point out that we learned about Street Fighter V around the point that it was announced, because the Street Fighter Twitter tweeted this. They added real-time commentary features to Street Fighter 6.
Oh my god.
Like, I've sent you a message so you can see what exactly I'm talking about. They got some of the FGC commentators from both America and Japan so far. There's probably going to be more. It's Vicious and, oh god, I always forget his name, but what's his name? He's basically the Japanese hype man.
Oh,
But
I'm
yeah,
not...
they got... What?
I don't remember.
Give me a sec, I'll pull up the list. But yeah, it's... Both of these guys will change their commentary depending on what happens and how the match is progressing, which, that's really cool. That's really unique, and it sticks out.
That's, like, I think that's completely new, actually, for fighting games. I think that is, like, really cool. Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. It's Aru. A-R-U. He's basically like the Japanese commentator for Japanese Street Fighter. If you hear Street Fighter League, like someone getting hype in the background, that's probably Aru-kun.
He's kind of... I wonder if they're gonna also invite other FGC community, FGC members as well, commentators of any kind. It would be hilarious to see what the mod packs would be like. Sound mod packs of other commentators. Oh god.
We do know that there's likely more, and there is subtitles available if you want to have other languages present, up to 16 languages, I believe. So there is a lot. And if you look at the video that I sent with the tweet, there's actually more gameplay footage, including like cinematic finishers for the supers.
We really need to look at this. I
Yeah,
really
so
want to
what?
see this.
So yeah, load this up. We're gonna get a bit of Vicious commentary. I don't know if Aru is mentioned, if he's doing commentary in the video itself, but he is like mentioned, so I don't know.
The one that you sent me in the tweet.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Also, if James Chen is not in there, I'm gonna be upset.
They have to at least put him for like...
Like, it's James Chen. You can't not. He's the go-to guy for that. Like, Vicious is a good pick, but James Chen.
That man is hype as frick. When I think of like a lot of the tournaments, I think of his voice. So
It's either James Chen or Yipes. And Yipes
Yipes
is more
is-
like Marvel.
Yipes
But
is
Yipes
so
is-
iconic.
But Yipes does do some Street Fighter commentary, so it could work out.
Okay, let's play this. I wonder how they did this. Like, I could not, like... Dynamic commentary?
Oh yeah, you know I'm ready. Trying to read each other here? At this range, many attacks can...
And now we get to see like more just casual gameplay and not just the trailers, which looks good.
This is insane.
with a stopping block.
Also, yeah, look at these graffiti effects.
Wow, look at these spins.
This was someone going, I want a Jet Set fighting game, and made this as a result.
If Sega won't
yeah.
make Jet Set aesthetic, I'll make the Jet Set aesthetic.
And yeah, the feedback changes depending on how the match is going.
It's time to bust this out.
Oh my god.
I cannot imagine like how many different takes and lines of audio. they
Wow,
did
look
for
at
this.
that. Did you see
And
how,
yes.
like, the sharp edges... Oh!
Yes.
With the explosion.
Yep, there he is.
This is such an iconic commentator, my god, in Japan.
Yep, 13 languages, that's what it was, 13, not 16. I do also love this background stage, like this looks great.
Very light colors, I love it.
But yeah, the visual fidelity for like moves and such for EX is a lot more pronounced here. Like even just yellow flashes have more fluid and like particles going on, like that. And by the looks of it, mechanics seem more complex. So people who were upset that 5 was simplified, wish granted. More complex.
This looks very complex. Like, now that we have the reintroduction of parries... Oh my god, I just noticed that, Jamie drinks from, like, this little pot. It's
I
so
remember
cute.
hearing like some people like asking, is he drunk in fist style? I wasn't sure because I didn't see it reflected in gameplay, but he might be.
That would actually be super cool.
But yeah, a dynamic, feedback-based commentary system. That is a first for any fighting game that I've heard of.
I have never heard of any fighting game that is able to do this. That is insane. It is.
Yeah, that's a really cool system.
It is so cool. I really want Yipes, please. I am begging. Capcom, I'm begging you. I want Yipes as a I don't care how much money it's going to take me. I am willing to buy DLC of Yipes commentating real time like in dynamic real time Street Fighter 6. I'm begging y'all. I don't care that he only usually does Marvel.
He does do Capcom Cup stuff, so that could work out.
Yeah, but like still, I'm willing to pay for it. Capcom, please.
But yeah, visually looks great, mechanics look promising, and there is a tab on specific mechanics in this page.
So
let's take a look at that.
we're gonna go and take a look at the website itself because it actually gives a lot of like further mechanics into what's going on and a lot of the new aesthetics and places that we're probably gonna see, and even a little bit about the characters.
Though I will warn, there is a simplified control scheme as an option. It is not the default, but it is an option, and I don't know how to feel about it because it sounds very strange.
That sounds like to me like the same vein as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Yeah.
Stranger.
Oh.
Here's how it works. The normal system that Capcom uses for Street Fighter is a 6-button fighter. 3 punches, 3 kicks, light, medium, and heavy for both. The new system, which is called Modern, which I don't expect many players to learn unless it has some sort of benefit to using, is 4 buttons. Light, medium, heavy, special.
It's kind of basically like, I wouldn't say like Tekken, because it's weird. That's really weird to me, because like all of a sudden
it's Marvel. It's Marvel like, 2 and 3.
Yeah, because to me as a Marvel player, I'm a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 player. That is like really like that's actually boggling my mind. If I wonder if I'm going to be able to play like that. Like, would that actually be beneficial to me as a player like that?
But the weird part is, like, we haven't seen a demonstration of how that works, so I don't know if that would mean, like, it only throws out specific light, medium, and heavies, or, like, they're situationally based, because I don't know. That's very strange.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work, honestly.
Oh, yeah, and specials are apparently based on direction input, like, forward special is Hadouken. Back special is Tatsu, something like that.
Huh? Wait,
which is really weird.
It's like messing with my brain right now.
Oh, and super is like special plus heavy button.
Huh?
Which is incredibly bizarre.
That is really weird. That's like actually messing with my brain, because to me that's like it's like Marvel, but you're not playing Marvel. You're playing Street Fighter. Those have it's like so different.
They flow very differently from one another. Like, if you don't play most fighting games, you might think, oh, they're probably similar in concept.
Oh my god.
They have different feels to them when you really break them down, and Street Fighter is supposed to be more slow and methodical. Marvel's more frantic and aerial based. A lot of verticality to its gameplay. I don't know if this is going to work well, but we'll have to wait and see.
The thing with how they would implement this, I know it's just an option, but wow, this is very strange. It's like messing with my brain. That's like the big thing with me, because as a person who is learning from Marvel and moving to Street Fighter, I sometimes am constantly thinking too fast and not realizing, oh, this is a slower game. I should think a little bit more slowly. And I should be more methodical about what pieces to put together. But this concept is like weird. And also like I've been learning the moves, so I'm just like, huh? Yeah.
Also worth noting, this is not a PlayStation exclusive. This will be on PS5 and 4, but it'll also be on Series X and Steam. So keep that in mind.
That's going to be very interesting.
So we are not having this be a console exclusive anymore, which is nice.
I'm very excited for that.
But yeah, like, oh, there's actually a direct page on how the system... What the...
Okay, mode Fighting Ground. So continuing the tradition of being a genre leader, the pinnacle of fighting games can be found in this mode. So with a highly evolved combat system, experience the stunning innovation for yourself. All the modes found in Street Fighter V can be found in Fighting Ground. Or Street Fighter's... That says...
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. All
Hey.
the modes?
All of the modes?
That means arcade mode, character story mode, trial mode, online modes.
And story mode.
Interesting.
Or like the big story mode.
Does that... But I think the single player is going to be its own separate mode, so I don't know if I agree with that.
It looks like it'll be like slightly different. Okay.
Yep.
Drive system. So the battle
this is the
system
new
design.
this is the new gameplay.
Simpler controls will let you improve your offense and defense. With good timing, you can unleash attacks with flashy visuals, allowing you to experience the thrill of the fight even more. So I guess it's like when you execute something, then you get like all of this flashy like painting beauty that we see here.
Mm-hmm. Also, the big thing that seems to be a massive point for 6, it has tag mechanics.
Ooh, baby! I'm
not sure how far this goes, but even the modern control schemes has a button specifically labeled assist.
So I wonder if it's more... I wonder if this Street Fighter will be a little bit faster. Because if you're having tag mechanics, you're starting to have simpler controls. You're starting to have more Marvel versus Capcom like feelings to it. I wonder what's going on there.
Yeah,
Capcom,
it's not entirely clear how much of a tag fighter this is, if it is. For all we know, this could be like Marvel 1, where you just have an assist who can come in and do a thing from off screen, and not you have two characters on your side.
Still, though, it's a very...
Mm-hmm.
It is quite different from what's usual.
Very, very different. And like, this is only listed as an assist button on the main modern page. I don't see a listing for this in the classic control scheme page. So that's kind of throwing me off.
Okay, so we have the drive gauge, which the engine that powers the drive system is available as soon as the round begins, so allowing you to fight to your liking. So if you spend your entire drive gauge, you'll enter a burnout state with big disadvantages, but it also replenishes automatically, making meter management a key to the fight. So understanding the system in depth, including when to be conservative and when to gamble, allows for deep, high-level battles. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's obvious that depending on the burnout state of each character, their disadvantages will probably be massively different.
Yeah, it's also worth noting, by the looks of it, there's 5 points to the drive system. Drive impact, parry, overdrive, drive rush, and drive reversal. So there's offense and defensive mechanics to this, because drive reversal is definitely a get off of me kind of move. And drive parry is self-explanatory. We're not entirely sure how impact and rush works, though, so I'm curious to see what those are. Overdrive is probably just like everything is buffed.
Like everything is a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
So drive impact is like one big hit. Drive parry is just like you just kind of block. Overdrive seems like all of your attacks boosted. You'll basically slap that other opponent in the face. Rush must be like some kind of like you're just barreling to them, and then reversal is just okay.
Also, by the looks of it, we have controls listed for Mr. Ryu from Streets already for his special moves, and he has Donkey Kick by default.
Oh.
So half circle forward kick gets you, not Donkey Kick as it's called, it used to be Jodan Sokutogeki, I believe it's called, but it's now called High Blade Kick, which is interesting. I'm curious how much that has changed, but Shoryu, Hado, and Tatsu are all the same.
Same concept. So then we have the Shinryu, Hadoken, Shin Hashogeki, and Shin Shoryuken, which are in this normal state. Wow, it's like super arts can be performed easily. So it only takes about like 2 buttons, literally the same 2 buttons, triangle, circle, which makes sense because that's the special and the heavy. Okay. Here's the assisted combos. So what could you do? Okay, so press the assist button and an attack button to unleash a flurry of attacks. Oh.
Interesting.
So it's not really is it an assist from another person? Or is it more of an assist in...
Oh, it's an assist to the character. Maybe that's what they're trying to present.
Yeah, because I only see 2 people. You see, like, in this little picture, there's only 2 people, so...
Like, the assist thing is really throwing me off. Maybe it's because the modern control scheme is specifically trying to cater to newcomers. That might be what they're going for. Because I don't see an option for the assist feature in the classic control scheme.
Yeah, that's really strange. Okay. Classic. You got your typical... This is basically what Street Fighter V also follows, like, as their default.
Yep.
Interesting that they put the drive parry in the triangle circle. Obvious reasons. You got your throws. Everything is here. Drive impact is R1 and R2, so... That's your 6 traditional button layout.
Also, yeah,
and then all the moves are all the same.
But yeah, we're going off button presses for parries now. We're not doing forward into it like in Street Fighter 3. It is button presses, so gotta keep that in mind. We're doing it like Street Fighter 5 did it.
God, that's very... It's a little bit like the thinking isn't shifting for me just yet, but like this makes sense to me. Just like doing the pure movement of the control stick.
Yep, and by the looks of it, Drive Impact is more or less the new focus attack for this game, because if you could absorb an attack once and it's a powerful strike, that's what it seems to be, it's focus attack.
Yes.
Oh, Drive Rush, that's what it is. So that's what it is. It's oh my god, it's dash canceling.
Oh my god! Oh, I should have clicked onto the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Drive Rush is dash canceling, performing a quick rush forward after a drive parry or a cancelable normal attack.
So this is basically like the equivalence of in Dragon Ball Fighters, where you can just do like a little dash into the opponent, but now you can actually cancel shit.
No, I know what this is. Do you remember Abel's stand medium kick from Street Fighter 4?
Oh god.
You can dash cancel out of that. You can do that in this game for
everyone. You could just do this normally. This is just a normal. Oh no! Oh my god! This costs 3 drive stocks because
for a normal attack at least, but if it's from a parry, it's 1 stock.
Yes. Oh, okay. So it even gives you the drive gauge cost. So the lowest seems to be a parry, and it's only half. Overdrive is 2. Drive gauge cost for rush is 1 to 3. Well, 1 or 3. And then drive reversals 2. So the least amount is a parry, which makes sense.
Yep. I would go straight to drive reversal, but I think the page just crashed for me.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm pretty sure people are flooding. Okay, no, I reloaded it. Okay. Drive reversal. Perform a counterattack. Oh my god. Perform a counterattack while blocking an opponent's attack. This is definitely V-reversal. They carried over V-reversal from 5, so this has mechanics from 3, 4, and 5 in it.
They really wanted to derive like all of the best portions of like 3, 4, and 5 and just slap it into this game. They really wanted to improve on what they couldn't do and made it universal for all the characters this time
is them
around.
saying, hey, to anyone who said the Street Fighter V was simplified too much, try this game out. I dare you.
It looks simple, but the intricacies of it all is it's astronomical. Like it's so good.
Like there's
so much depth.
This might be the most complex Street Fighter has ever been. And it's not just a universal parry mechanic, it's multiple universal mechanics for the entire cast.
My god, I can't believe that we're having this many just all be with each character, and they probably all function differently. That's how complex this is.
Because focus attacks in 4 were not just everyone has a lunging forward punch. It was different ranges. It was different strengths of focus attack that you could use. I am scared to see what they're going to come up with and how this is going to translate to other characters when we see other characters join the game and how much they've changed over time.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine someone like Akuma with this gameplay system?
Could you imagine Akuma literally coming in with the drive rush Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Something else that does remind me about. Multiple bars of special meter is a thing in 6. It is not like 5 and 4 where it is one long bar with segments for the EX stuff. It's multiple bars of super meter.
My lord.
Which, if I am reading that right, we're doing it Third Strike style, or just Street Fighter 3 style of, yeah, you can do multiple supers if you can do it right.
Yeah, we basically, yeah, just by looking at this, like, little UI here, like, it's multiple. It's really fun, because I immediately, when we were watching it, I was, like, thinking, oh, they're really taking from Third Strike. This is it. They're taking it from 3. They're absolutely basically saying, hey, we're gonna go and fix everything that's fucked up in 3. We're gonna fix it and make it even cooler. And we're gonna bring all the best parts of 3. We're gonna put it in this game, too. Might as well.
In before Chun-Li is still somehow god tier.
Well, in before Chun-Li somehow becomes god tier because her reversals, or some shit, is the most powerful thing in the universe. That means does this mean that we're getting modern day Street Fighter 6 Daiko parry? Finally? Again?
I don't know if we're going to be able to, though, because the parry is reliant on the drive gauge.
I know. It
But
only
maybe if
costs
you
one. It only costs
But you only
half of this. But we have... Well, in this one we have 6. But,
It is very curious, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that, because by the looks of it, a lot of the supers are more cinematic-based, but not all of them are, so that's very curious.
So drive parry automatically repels an opponent's attack and replenishes the drive.
Oh.
See? That's what I'm saying. Because
this is
you
Alex's
can.
parry?
Yes!
This is Alex's parry from 5, where if he gets it right, he gets meter back for his troubles. Oh my god.
Exactly. So you can, theoretically, continuously parry and keep getting it back if you are successful.
Justin Wong, I am so sorry.
Justin Wong, you're getting your ass beat. You're You're getting your ass beat. You are getting your ass beat.
Oh my god. This is going to be complete chaos, and more importantly, this is going to absolutely translate to an extremely varied field. Like, depending on the opening roster we get for this game, if we get a good variety of characters, we're going to have a massive influx of people going, I'm going to play this character just like all these other guys, but it's also going to be a completely different playstyle because I can do whatever the hell I want with this guy.
Because you can really rely on certain parts of the different drives.
You can play so much more defensively if you want to, or aggressively. You can do either.
Yeah, so basically, like, let's say we have one character and we have Luke. Luke can prioritize either being more aggressive or defensive. Imagine how many other characters also have that same concept. Oh, we'll focus more on this, but we use this a lot more. Damn,
yeah,
that's
you want to
really...
get on me? No, we're just drive reversaling. Now you're far away from me again.
It's time for me and my aggressive play style to go at it again, baby.
Somewhere, somehow, Guile is very happy.
Guile in the back. Guile right now is rolling.
Guile players be like, so you're telling me I can just get someone off me and get them away while I can also just do as many Sonic Booms as I like? Good.
So you're telling me I can Sonic Boom whenever I want.
Yes. Maybe not to that degree, but if like special moves are tied to inputs like that, I don't know if we're gonna be able to translate charge characters to that without absolutely fucking over the game.
Oh god.
Cause like if special moves are tied to directions and buttons, that has to have a cooldown on it, I assume.
It has to because your drive gauge has to replenish somehow, but it must be doing it slowly.
I'm an idiot. There's an easy solution to that kind of thing.
What?
Motion inputs would feel weird for that because we're going from doing multiple inputs in a button to just one input in a button. Charge motions are just 2 inputs. Have them do back punch for Sonic Boom.
Fuck yeah.
They won't be able to walk forward with it immediately. They'll still have to wait for it.
Yes. Let's see what are the other things that we're missing here in this website. Mode the Battle Hub. So, the Battle Hub is the ultimate place for players to seek out friendly rivalries. What can you do in the Battle Hub? Stay tuned for more news. So there's nothing much here.
So we're definitely going to get more of this. We're probably going to get more presentations like what we did in the later years of 5, where the 2 big devs said, hey, check out this new stuff we got, and here's some behind-the-scenes stuff as well.
Just looking at this mode of the World Tour, I apologize.
Yeah.
Looking at Hugo literally in that big ass sign saying giant attack scares the living Christ out of me. I felt like my fight or flight instincts just invoked.
Funnily enough, that is also a Street Fighter 3 reference because the combo pack of Street Fighter 3 New Generation and Second Impact was called Giant Attack.
God damn, that's cut deep, bro.
And don't forget Hakana Oil is on one of the billboards.
Yeah, it's at the top.
And B-Boy Ryu, I think, on the left there. That's weird.
That is B-Boy Ryu. I think it is. Yeah. All
Sorry,
about
Ryu.
So no. Yeah, it says World Tournament is an immersive single-player mode story, so this must be our main protagonist. This is a completely new experience that defies genre labels. Carve out your own legend in the streets. Oh boy, I can be Ryu from the streets.
I am still curious though, if this is supposed to be like Luke's big adventure, like the marvelous misadventures of Luke, who's the new villain?
Oh yeah,
because Bison's dead.
Yeah.
Gil is probably off doing who God knows what. Seth is who no one has any idea what the hell Seth is doing. The only other person I can think of that could theoretically take charge as the new villain for this kind of style, and that's really weird to think about, it would be Ed.
Why would Ed be the new villain, though?
Because Ed is trying to be the new leader of Neo Shadaloo.
That is true, but...
But he's also rapidly aging, so I don't know. Like, he could be an old man by the time this game happens.
I think we might actually get a whole new villain in general. Like, I think in general we'll get a brand new villain just for this game. Well, at least, you know.
It's possible, but I'm also curious, because we got 3 or so potential villains, not counting Balrog or Vega, and if somehow he survived Fong.
I don't think
it's
Fong
curious, because
survived.
we have a handful of other villains we could make as a major contender, or just other antagonistic forces like the other Mad Gear gang could also be involved, so there's no telling where we're going to go with this. Like, we could see Rolento back and such.
I feel like if everything is all just settled in the streets for right now, I wonder, like, well, in the streets of Metro City, I wonder if, like, it will slowly expand. Maybe we're just in the main story mode, we're just gonna hang out here and save all of the city.
But it is called World Tour is the thing.
Yeah,
so that's making me wonder, where are we going and how many hubs are there exactly?
There's probably gonna be multiple hubs.
Like, are we going to South America? Are we going to Japan? Where are we going? That's the big question, because that could determine a lot of things. We might fight both the Matsudas. We might fight Sean and Laura.
I got it! We're going to Antarctica! We're fighting the penguins!
The abominable snowman from Darkstalker shows up.
No! Let me see what the fighters section has. Here we go.
Oh my god, I need to see that art. Hang on.
Come here. Get in this.
Oh my god.
Oh look, they brought back the hates, the likes, the height, and the weight.
Good.
He hates spiders.
As he should.
As he should.
100. Oh my god, 187 pounds for 5'9". This man is jacked.
Yeah, ever training, this martial artist seeks true strength. While mannered and sincere, Ryu travels the globe in search of worthy opponents. Having overcome the Satsui no Hado, he now seeks yet greater heights. Yeah, now that he's...
Oh my god, we even have the electrified skeleton displaying if you hit them with an EX electric move. Of course we do.
I'm fucking crying about this.
Oh,
I love this new art.
The visual flair is off the charts here, and I am so glad it is, because that is something that 5 had tried to experiment with. It really did, but it didn't hit to the same magnitude that this game is just running rampant with.
Oh man, this is just
Luke
beautiful.
dislikes horror games. I'm sorry, right? He doesn't like Resident Evil.
Fucking hell. He likes traveling, he likes PC games, and he likes wacky t-shirts, just like me. I love him. He's a contractor. Oh, it says here in his bio, he's a contractor for a PMC. So Luke uses his...
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I just realized that. Luke's barefoot.
You didn't realize he wasn't wearing shoes?
Yeah, even Ryu's wearing shoes now, but Luke isn't. And he's wearing
pants. Yeah, that's weird! Ryu's actually wearing shoes! Oh god, and Luke doesn't wear shoes. That's
Luke
weird.
has every other article of clothing except shoes. What the fuck?
Now he needs yellow shoes like Sora or something.
Fucking oversized clown shoes.
Oh, what the... Luke uses his elite military background to teach mixed martial arts. His days off are spent eating junk food, playing video games, and fighting. But make no mistake, Luke plays to win. He is very good. Oh,
How do you do,
so
fellow kids?
He's so sweet, though. I love him.
But yeah, the new guy, Jamie, let's see. The self-styled Chinatown peacekeeper aspires to the example set by Yin and Yang, the twin dragons, which I don't know if they were called that in 3 or 4, but that makes sense for the 2 to be called that. An expert dancer, so he is doing capoeira.
Good job.
At least to some degree. He takes justice and friendship above all else, defending his town with martial skill. Hates getting lectured in arrogance.
I love
Which
him.
is really funny because when I was listening to NR's stream when he was watching this for the first time, he mistook Jamie for Rufus and panicked for a moment before he went, oh thank god it's not him.
It's not Rufus. Sorry, guys. They could be.
But the long ponytail and the yellow, like, had him for a second.
Imagine he's actually like
Rufus
homies
Apprentice.
with. He's apprentice. Oh my god, that'd be insane.
Luckily, no. Luckily, this is definitely not that.
Okay, let me see this key art here. Wow. Okay, this is nice.
Oh my god,
I love
Chun
that
in white.
love that aerial kick.
Chun in white, and she is showing off that flexibility. She is still getting up there in age, and her weight is a secret. Of course it is.
A secret. She hates crime and indecisiveness. She likes days off and shopping with Lee Fen. Oh, that's
How
so
much you want to bet we're gonna get Lee Fen as a playable character?
You dead ass think. You dead ass for sure. Also,
She's
the
old enough. She could qualify for it.
She's the same height as me, 5'7". That's
But
interesting.
yeah, Chun looking a lot older. Like the face is more refined and I guess a bit more smoothed out, but older. But it's been pretty good for her, all things considered.
She's been having a good time now. Woo!
We don't have a list of like special moves for most of them, but by the looks of it, most of her inputs and like old specials from previous games are back, so that's good.
It's the light blue with the. It's like that light blue whiter color. It really suits her. She looks great.
She's focusing more on like the blue and the white with a little touch of gold. Like her bracelets are not spiked black and white. Now they're gold.
It's so good. It's so perfect. Ah, she's perfect. My goodness. Let's see what the concept has. Real quick. Welcome to a new era. Smart evolution and stunning innovation. A new era of Street Fighter begins in 2023. This is coming out in summer 2023, it said?
We don't... summer 2023 or just 2023?
Oh no, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy. I apologize.
Yeah, 16 is coming out next year as well, so that was another thing that was brought up.
See, it's all coming out next year.
Yeah, this just lists next year, which... Okay, please do not pull a 5, because 5 also released early in 2016, and that was to its detriment because it released prematurely without all the Season 1 content or the story mode. If 6 doesn't do that, it's fine, but be careful when you're releasing this, Capcom.
I am a little nervous, but I do love the new directors and producers that we have this time around that we've had after Ono has left. It has been a really nice change of pace, honestly. So, it says in the scene, the world of Street Fighter 6 is all about the street culture, from the graffiti, the music, the beats while you hustle, and to the fight itself. You'll also experience beats.
Beats in my head. Somewhere, somehow, Elena is very happy.
She's having a great time right now. You'll also experience a new graphical quality that'll let you really feel the dynamics of your body. Dive into battle against other players. It's like rhythm and dance that doesn't stop. Come on! You have to bring! I'm trying to remember her name. She's from, South America. She's in 5. I forgot her name off the top of my head, but I hope she comes back.
Laura?
Yes.
Well, actually, you know what this also reminds me of?
What?
DJ.
Oh my, that's cut deep, bro.
Because DJ, yeah, no one really cares about DJ, but he was kind of a musical guy.
He's gonna make a fucking comeback.
He was in 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know anyone that really played DJ because he was apparently like garbage tier, but that's beside the point.
Imagine he gets really good in this game for some random reason.
I mean, it would make sense. He's got the creepy slasher smile and everything. It works out.
The street, it just says street. It just says street.
Street.
Each player walks their own path, whether you're looking for strength or for fun. We invite you to take your first step here and find your own way. It's time to experience the vast world of Street Fighter. This isn't just a story about the fighters, it's a story about you, the player. This leads me to believe that there's going to be a create your own fighter type beat or something. That just really leads me to believe that. And if there's a character creation for this game, I'm actually gonna like giggle about it because
I'm not sure if that's what they're going for. I think the idea is like step into the shoes of them, but if it is character creation, that's a first for the series for sure.
that would be really funny. But I actually like the idea of exploring the other characters. Like, what if the blue hooded man that we're playing as in the Little Hub World is Luke? But it kind of it's sort of hard to tell if it's actually him. That's the thing. Like even in the trailer, I couldn't tell if it's him or not.
Yeah, because they don't give you a chance to look at his face, so it could be, but it could not be.
And then play, so you can always fight it out in the battlefield around the world. Very fun. Yeah, okay, it says that its release date is available 2023. That's it.
Yep, so we have a year out at most, unless this game gets delayed until it drops. We have 7 months, give or take, I'm willing to bet. Because how much you want to bet? They're going to try and release it for Capcom Pro Tour stuff.
Fuck, yeah, probably.
So I'm assuming 7 months, unless we get some sort of word that no, it's going to be later.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a delay in the game.
But based on all the stuff we've seen, it definitely looks far along in development.
Yeah, it really does. I'm just like, I don't see anything glaring problems, like, just from what we've seen, this art
like, when
and
we
everything.
first saw 5, you could tell it was earlier in development than the final product. You could tell visually things were, like, slowly coming together, but not to the same degree. Lighting was off, particle effects, EX moves were not lighting up, stuff like that.
Oh,
so
totally.
this looks so much farther along than 5 was, so at the very least it looks like production was going smoothly.
Because they did 5, or they did 6, sorry. They were starting already on 6, like midway between the last season of 5, weren't they? Or, like, the last season of 5.
The final season of 5 was
DLC?
more or less a bonus season to tide us over, because if rumor was right, there was a build of 5, or 6, that Ono tried to present, that was shut down because it had very negative reception from both the rest of the company and the playtesters, and he got demoted again, which led to him leaving.
Yeah.
If this is true, at least. I don't know if this is 100%, this is just a rumor. And then they said, okay, back to the drawing board. You guys want some more time? You can give him a final season if you want.
And then we have, like, our new, like, basically the new... would you say new blood, or it's just it's just like a newer group, honestly. I wouldn't say
it's new direction with the new leaders, because they've definitely been with Capcom a long time, but they're new to the leadership role in this regard.
Yeah, they have been killing it in the last season of 5 especially, and just like helping out, and I'm very happy about like where this is all going.
Yeah, because the issue with 5, like the big issue with 5 in terms of how it was releasing its content, you were fucking drip-fed new content. You would get a trailer, then the character would release, and then you just wait for the next one. You wouldn't hear much of anything else. Now we're getting like gameplay synopsis, they're telling us origins of the character, giving us like a look at how they work and function, giving us the trailer with all that, and being like, oh, by the way, here's some other stuff that might come with it, here's some new music jams we're doing, all kinds of stuff.
Very true. I really enjoy just like where everything, like this is like a really like innovative direction that Street Fighter 6 is going for, and it's really taken a lot of the lessons from 5 and made it much better. Like
it's clear. The final season of 5, they definitely went, okay, people liked what we did here, let's do better with 6.
Like 5 has to be one of the roughest Street Fighter games, I think, to date in terms of its history.
Out of the gate, it was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a complete mess. It worked its ass off to get to where it is now, where it is fairly good. I can confidently recommend Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Maybe Arcade Edition. Don't play Vanilla. Play Champion Edition.
Please don't play Vanilla. It's... Even though it's on sale all the time, please don't play Vanilla. I swear to God. I've played Vanilla in some arcades, and it freaking sucks. They actually had it in an arcade one time, and I was very surprised by it. Just how
I got into
different it
5 with Arcade Edition onwards, so I committed to a bit. But by Arcade Edition, you could tell they had ironed out most of the roughness, so that was fine.
When I first played Vanilla, it was so rough.
Especially since the beta had such positive feedback, but they reined in a lot of stuff from the beta to the point where it felt too restrictive for a lot of people who went from the beta to the final release. You could do a lot more in 5's beta than you could when 5 first dropped.
5 just had so many bad decisions, made along the way, and so many, weird decisions made along the way. But then, as time progressed, it became a better game, and I'm glad for it. But Capcom has really taken the lessons from when they released 5 to now having everything here. We're basically being introduced to a lot of the mechanics, really good art direction, really good, all the great mechanics are being explained to us.
Presentation,
and
good depth of mechanics, and explanation of everything.
Jesus.
And just a good just upfront, here's this stuff, we got a lot of it, here's how it all works. And here's some characters. We'll show you more with time. We gotta work on them. We'll get there. Just make sure the opening roster is not too paltry. 5 also suffered from having a pretty small roster at launch, which did not go over well.
How many did they have at launch? I'm trying to remember.
We had 16 to start 5. Which isn't bad, but I would say if you want a good roster, you'll want to break at least 20.
I would be very content with at least 20 characters.
If you can hit 20, maybe 25, great. Add more later. DLC is your best friend for this kind of thing. You had a decent enough system with 5 for DLC where you could actually unlock characters just from playing enough and doing the in-game stuff to get points for that. It all comes down to what you do.
Okay, as kind of a silly question, as we're getting to the end, and we have we've seen a lot of the website, we've seen the trailer, we've seen a lot of the key art. What's a character you would definitely want to bring? You don't have to mention any of characters that basically should be in there, but what's a character you would definitely want in this game?
Rashid.
Oh, jeez, I was gonna say that too. Rashid.
Look, Rashid, Crimson Viper.
Get my woman Sea Viper in this game. Get her back in this game. I swear to God.
I want Rashid. I want Maya. And if we can do some just crazy stuff with the old guard and make them wild, by all means, I am open to seeing just about any interpretation. Even characters that most people normally hate, when they were brought back into 5, like Honda and Blanca, they felt different and felt fun to play. Someone like Maximilian Dude enjoyed playing Blanca and Honda.
Imagine actually enjoying playing Blanca. Oh my God. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Because Blanca had enough diversity and changes to his arsenal that he felt like a new character. Yeah, he was still the annoying shitball that we all hate him for, but you could do more than just be an annoying little shit.
Is this controversial to say? Can I say I want to bring Remy back and see what he would be like in this gameplay style?
I feel like we're going to see a lot of the 3 crew back because this
crew
is definitely in the timeline of 3. I don't know if it's after, it should be after, but if it's after 3, we need to see all the crazy weirdos from 3. I want to see how ugly and disgusting wrinkly Oro is going to be in 6.
Oh God, realistic Oro is going to be so weird. Oh God.
That is going to be great. Oro, Remy, Alex has to be here. That's a requirement at this point.
That is a requirement. I chose Remy because I feel like he'd actually be even better with the new mechanics. Yeah. I feel like he'd be really a powerhouse with all these new mechanics.
He's a very defensive character normally because he's basically just Sagat fused with Guile. So you combine that with this new drive system, he could be crazy.
Yeah, now that there's a lot more defensive options, I feel like Remy could really flourish in this gameplay style. I would love to see him back. Bring my man back.
And don't forget Dudley.
Oh, we need to bring Dudley back. Oh my God, I missed him.
Really just a lot of the cast of 3, I think they could be amazing if they really just evolve their playstyles and have them work well with 6's new mechanics. Could you imagine Makoto with this kind of stuff?
God, that would be awesome! Oh!
Because if there is multiple bars of super, you could theoretically do the Abare Tosanami loop and kill someone in one combo.
You just absolutely... You're just gonna deck them, basically.
Just rush up, command grab, super, link those goddamn uppercuts, stun, super again.
You basically could do your own infinite if you really want to.
Like, this is such a dynamic battle system that we have to see more to judge just how far we can push it. I am so impressed compared to what 5 was, where you could tell they were definitely reining themselves in after 4 and its focus attacks, dash canceling sort of antics. Is there anyone else important that we need to have in the game, though? That's one last question I have. Is there anyone that like needs to be in this game?
You gotta bring, God, a lot of 5's, like, season 1 to 3 cast, basically, all fun. I mean, you gotta bring all, I mean, you gotta bring, I just feel like you gotta bring all the old guard in that base roster, man. Gotta bring Sakura, gotta bring Blanca, gotta bring Honda, gotta bring Zangief, gotta bring, you know, this little cast.
I just had a thought.
What?
Li Fen looks aged up in 6. We're gonna see some characters that are like teenage approaching adolescence really change visually. How much is someone like Sakura or Menat or Ibuki going to change in look?
I feel like they're going to be much older. Like, they're actually going to finally be adults now.
They're going to be grown women, and that's going to be really weird to get used to for a lot of people.
That means that Sakura can't wear her high school uniform anymore. Because, well, I mean, she wasn't already, like, in starting 5 because she was working at the arcade. But it would just be really weird to give her, like any school uniform looking thing anymore.
Yep.
She'll look very different. She will definitely look super different.
And a big question I have is, are we going to get to keep something like what we had with 5, where we went, you know what? We're going to go all the way Akira Kazuma from rival schools.
I feel like that was such a big deal in 5. I think, why would they ever pass that up again?
Like, people were so happy, because not only was it a guest character that wasn't just another Final Fight character, it was a very beloved, like, cult classic Capcom fighting game, and it was the popular girl and not just Batsu, the main character. Like, people love Akira. That's a great pick. Could you imagine if, like, her and Daigo Kazuma were, like, a tag team in 6?
Maybe the assist for the character themselves now also includes Daigo. So I think that would work. Oh my god. I definitely, like, in a perfect world, we just bring back everybody from, like, fucking 5 and just shove them all into this.
With some newcomers, of course.
With the newcomers, obviously, new villain.
We're definitely going to make some cuts, though. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be really upset if Nikali is gone.
Yeah, you don't have to bring Nikali back. I feel like...
Nikali can go, Fong can go, Bison's dead, leave him out.
You don't have to bring... We don't have to... No, we're not asking... Capcom, please do not bring, like, the ghost of Bison just to come back or some bullshit. Like, please don't bring him back. Don't bring him back. I don't care what you're gonna try and do. Please don't bring him back. We're tired of Bison. We just want a new villain or a returning... like, a different villain this time. Maybe another character is turned into a villain. We're done with Bison. That era is over.
Anyone else. Oh shit, I just had another thought.
What's your thoughts?
Rainbow Mika and Karen.
Mika, I feel like, would be very, very good with this new system.
Oh, but that's gonna look so weird. She's gonna be an adult sized. She'd be the size of Geef almost.
Yes.
Like, overly burly Mika and Nadeshiko. That sounds crazy.
That would be funny. That'd be so funny.
And I also realized I can now punch Karen in her stupid, hyper-realistic face. Good.
I wonder if Falk would also come back and anybody of this type. I don't think they would because, well, story-wise and also, what the hell are they gonna, like, have they reformed or something? I don't know.
We don't really know what they're gonna do with story, because Neo Shadaloo, if it's the thing, What the hell are they gonna be doing? Because Ed doesn't even seem like he knows if he wants to be a bad guy or not.
The weird thing is that I feel like what's gonna happen? Like after everything with the Black Moon incident in 5, I'm just like thinking like, what's next? Like, what are we gonna do now?
Like, wait a minute! Oh my god, all the dolls are free from Bison's control. That's 12 potential characters right there.
Oh my god! Yes! What if they all come back? They're all gonna be...
No, wait, we pick one, but their assist is all of the girls held back.
Yes! You're so right.
That could be absolutely insane. It'll probably never happen, but that would be insane.
Would love to see...
It'd be like Spiral from Marvel 2 with her level 3 super.
Jesus Christ. I would love to see Cammy encounter that interaction in the battlefield with that. Just seeing the dolls.
I wonder if we're even gonna get Cammy, because Cammy almost wasn't even in 5.
Now they gotta put her in 5.
You mean 6?
Oh, 6, I mean. They gotta put her in 6. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
It's the
Well, like, her story arc is complete. She's rescued the dolls, she's rescued DeCapre, and she's basically a fugitive.
I mean,
I guess she could have fugitive arc.
I mean, she could basically help the dolls, like, now that they're gonna be fighters and now that they're gonna be doing other things, let them be, like,
Yeah.
maybe she's a mentor of some kind to them. Letting them help, you know, learn about humanity and doing stuff and learning about themselves.
I know at least one other doll was free at the time of 5 story. It was either Junie or Julie, I forget which one.
I forgot.
But there was another one that was freed of their grasp, because Cammy got lucky and got one of them out of there.
I don't
But I'm
re-
curious as to what they're going to take that with. Maybe DeCapre will come back with a new moveset. Because, like, whether you like DeCapre or not, she had a very distinctively different moveset from someone like Cammy.
Yes.
I don't know. Just a lot of questions that hopefully we're going to see some very interesting answers to, because there is a lot you can do with this gameplay, and I want to see things get wild. We're most likely going to see Ken back first, as like a major character. After that, who knows? It could be anything.
Like, at this point, like, anybody has a ticket to be in this new game. Anybody.
Ken with a beard. Ken with a beard, and also Sean.
Also Sean. Also Dan. No, please. That's cursed.
Maybe not Dan with a beard. I just mean like Sean is here because
No, Dan's got like an
Ken's
ugly
apprentice.
Nah, Dan's got an ugly mustache.
He's got a Fu Manchu.
Yes! He's gotta live to be like the best like teacher, so might as well. Live up to be that good teacher.
It's gonna be like Gen's ugly ass mug from 4 and Alpha, but somehow like dumber looking.
I mean, that's really on brand for Dan. So.
Yeah. This is the man who like advertised his dojo and then forgot to pay the electric bill or the phone bill.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, So overall, how do you feel about this trailer? Just
great. This is so much more than I was expecting. I thought at best we were going to get a gameplay presentation, maybe a CG trailer. No. They did the CG trailer a while ago, but this is like, oh, you got a lot to share with the class, it looks like, and I am excited to see where we're taking this.
When you go looking for strength,
just the artistry of it all.
it's not like a
Just
game.
looking at this is
story
like
doesn't
looking
have
at a wonderful graffiti piece. Like a
Like, this is
beautiful
them
mural.
This is them saying to anyone who said we can only do hyper-realistic with the RE engine, we can do stylish too. Don't forget DMC5 was on RE engine.
This game...
And Monster Hunter.
Yeah. This game is beautiful. Like, this game... I cannot believe this... Like, RE Engine has been so beneficial to Capcom. The fact that they can do these beautiful art styles and go this far with, like, a lot of the little, like, quirks in it, in its art style, and, like, what can we present? God, it's... This game is getting me hyped. I'm actually excited for a Capcom fighting game that's coming out. It's been so long.
We haven't had good excitement for a Capcom fighting game since Street Fighter 4.
I legitimately...
Okay,
like,
maybe Cross Tekken, but still. Ooh.
I don't really count that, because I wasn't really super excited about Cross Tekken. But in general, this has got to be, like, the most excited I've ever been for a Capcom fighting game in a very long time.
It's just very impressive. Also, apparently the new Ghosts and Goblins remake was also on RE Engine.
Yes, it was. That's insane.
That is also very cartoony, so that is a very, like, flexible engine to build for this kind of thing.
That is insane to me that it's capable of that. Mm-hmm. Then again, in RE8, there are, like, animated, like, 2D scenes in it. So, I guess it makes sense that, you know, they're able to animate and put it all together in RE8 and also make Ghosts and Goblins the remake and everything.
And there is, like, the animated stuff and, like, all the monster designs in Monster Hunter Rise, which are also in RE Engine.
Jesus Christ, that... Like, Capcom has really stepped up with how they just make, like, this... Like, just how to make, like, an artistic piece. My God.
When you get a really good engine like this, like the RE engine, the Dragon engine that they've been using over at Sega for a while, which they have translated to stuff outside of Yakuza for the first time in a long time with Virtua Fighter 5, you can do a lot if you just have the right kind of engine to work with. It makes things so much easier and you can go crazy with it.
I am very excited for the mechanics. I am also very excited for how different this is going to feel and what is capable and what's possible, what is the potential. My God, like, everybody having, like, these universal mechanics to them is gonna be so interesting, so unique, so different. This game, it really is the new era of Capcom fighting games.
Yeah, 5 didn't feel like a new era. This is a new era.
We're coming out of the renaissance of Capcom, and I feel like we're finally getting into the
we might be entering into the fighting game renaissance. Like, if
Basically.
this really does blow away our expectations, we could see other properties get brought up being like, you know, Street Fighter 6 did really, really well. This could be a gold mine.
It's Power Stone, baby.
Power Stone collection when? New Darkstalkers when? All that jazz.
I mean, the fact that we're even getting a Capcom fighting game collection with Darkstalkers with everybody.
But worth noting, Capcom execs do not expect that to get much interest. So, buy it while you can, folks. Get some attention going. You never know.
It, everyone. I think that concludes all of our thoughts and feelings about this beautiful trailer. Like, we had so much to say about this. Yeah. I didn't think it would take this long, but I am really excited, and I'm glad that I got a lot of input from you, especially because you're a lot more knowledgeable about just Street Fighter.
Because I followed 5's competitive scene, so I definitely watched the game evolve and change with time. I didn't play the game until like year 3 of the game. But it was definitely interesting seeing the game transform with time, and this already is like, okay, this is so much more impressive from the start out of the gate.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for being in this video. I'm just really happy that this was really fun.
It's also worth noting to anyone who's watching, we didn't watch other content creators, because around the time we're doing this is the same day the trailer was dropped. Some people have already posted their immediate reactions. We took a bit of time, but I have not seen any other's reaction. I don't believe you have seen any of the reaction either.
No, I haven't.
So this is like raw, unbiased, purely going off of what we had as a reaction. This is what we saw.
Yeah, considering this was just really good. This was just so good. All right. If you guys love this video and want more analysis, I'll bring in other guests too. You just have to request who you want me to bring in. Just
bring
nobody
me back
likes
if we do Sega stuff.
Oh God.
Just not Yakuza. You know how I am with that series.
I mean, I'm willing to talk. I already did an analysis for Sonic, but like it turned out a little bit funky. But we'll see how it goes. So.
I want to talk about Skies of Arcadia.
Oh my God. I don't know much about it.
I will lecture you. We will start a gaming book club.
Oh my God. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. You can always donate to my Ko-Fi down in the video description below. And check out our guest's channel. He does a lot of Let's Plays, and I watch a lot of them. He has done an amazing Wii Punch Out for the Wii Let's Play.
God damn it!
It's so good!
You son of...
It's so good!
Thing The one thing that I played that gets traction, and that's the one thing you plug. Not even like the bios of Leaf Green. No, it's gotta be punching stereotypes.
Yeah, so he is absolutely knowledgeable about fighting games. He also does a very good Punch-Out! Please watch
damn it.
please watch his content. I'll see you guys all in the next video. See ya.
Until next time, ice out.